All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakatham, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shout out to the Hopeful Last Star with the 144,000. Shalom. All right, so I'm outside. Nice weather, so, came out here to do the lesson. And I want to go into, I was watching Elder Apostle Hart, Apostle Gabar Street Ministry. And, they had quoted the precept that I quoted, and when I went and read it, it hit me in the spirit, right? So I'm gonna go to the book of Malachi chapter 4, right? And I'm gonna read verse 1, right? It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, all that do wickedly shall be stubble." Right? And we know that earth is in the hands of the wicked, for one, right? It's Esau, Edom, right? And and the people who drunken out that fornication of America, of Esau, Edom, because they got the influence of the world, man. They push their laws, they policies, things as such. So the ones who drunken off that wine, that fornication, who fall the way to the wicked, they're gonna be like stubble, man. They're gonna be like stubble for that, for that pit of fire that America's gonna go up to, right? When Yahweh Shai and the angels fill the sky, right? It says, "In the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." And that's the title of the lesson, man. It shall leave them neither root nor branch, right? Because, it hit me in the spirit because, and I'm going to quote what Apostle Tahar had said, right? And he had said, it hit me in the spirit when he said this quote. It's like, if you finna build a house or something, right? The contract, I think that's what it's called, right? They got to go in and they got to take the root. They got to unroot the tree, right? Therefore, because if you don't unroot the tree will still grow up forth through the house, grow up through the floor, break through the house, right? So therefore, in order for it to stop it from growing, you got to unroot it, right? And we know, right? Let's go to let's see. And I ain't really had nothing jotted down. I'm just moving in the spirit, Lord willing. But let's go to First Maccabees chapter 1, right? And this is when the Edomites came into power, right? Alexander the Great, right? When the Greeks came into power, right? It says, I'm gonna read 1 verse 9. First Maccabees 1 and 9, right? It said after his death, they put all their crowns upon him. Said after he died, he basically gave he split the known world at the time where he was ruling over. He split it into all his generals and someone he grew up with, things of that such, right? So it says after his death, they put all the crowns upon themselves, right? I got right here in my notes, right? He called his generals that fought beside him, someone who grew up with him, right? He divided kingdoms amongst them, right? It says, so did their sons after many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth, right? So the evils were multiplied in the earth, right? Therefore, because that's their root, right? Let's see. Precept hit me in the spirit. Deuteronomy. We're gonna go back to First Maccabees, but the precept just hit me in the spirit real fast. Deuteronomy 32 and 32, right? It says, "For their vine is the vine of Sodom and the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are the grapes of Gaal. Their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of the serpent." Right? So it said, "For their vines is the vine of Sodom and Gomorrah." And Sodom and the fields of Gomorrah, Sodom and Gomorrah was full of wickedness. Right? It was full of wickedness. That's why the Most High destroyed it with fire and brimstone. Same thing's gonna be happening to America, but America's gonna go out way worse, man. Right? Because why? It's filled with iniquity, man. It's filled with sin, right? So therefore the Most High got to get rid of it, man. He gonna leave neither root nor branch here, because this place is filled with pure iniquity, man. Pure iniquity. That's all that's filled out of this place. Everything in here go against Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, right? Everything in here go against everything he set, right? Before I go to there real fast, I'm gonna read a quick precept, right? Isaiah 24, and I started verse 4. He said, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish," meaning it weakeneth, right? "And it fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish." He said, "The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof." Who's the king and ruler of this earth? Job 9:24. The earth is in the hands of the wicked. They transgress everything, man, right? He says, because they have transgressed the law. Once again, they transgress everything. Everything that Yahweh Shah said, they go against it, right? They're contrary to his word. You know? And they get so boastful and prideful that they thinking that, you know, the Most High is on their side and ain't nothing gonna happen to them, right? They think that nothing can't happen. They think nothing can knock them off their seat, right? It says they transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant, right? So therefore, the Most High got to get rid of them. He got to leave them neither root nor branch, right? Most High got to get rid of them, right? Because we know he hid himself right now, but when he reveal himself, he gonna reveal himself through destruction, and Esau gonna be destroyed, man, for the iniquity and things that they got going on, right? And the ones who caught up in it, as we read, right? It says, for the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yet all that do wickedly shall be stubble, man. So all the ones who caught up in the ways Esau, Edom, caught up in that wickedness, man, you're going to be destroyed right along with it. But Esau, Edom, they got a greater punishment coming for them, right? All our enemies do it. Mainly Esau, Edom, they got a greater punishment coming for them. Book of Obadiah, which, you know, Lord, we'll get to, talk about how, you know, they going to be in stubble, right? And we going to be that fire, we going to burn them up, man. We're going to get rid of them, right? Just like when the Most High did with the flood, he got rid of the wicked, right? But that same wicked spirit came back through who, right? That same root came back through who? Esau, Edom. So this time, he gonna get rid of it. He said, I'm gonna leave them neither root nor branch, man. I'm gonna get rid of all of them, man, right? So going back for now, I want to go to back to First Maccabees. First Maccabees 1 and verse 9 again says, after his death, they put all the crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth, because that's what they is, right? Their vines like the vine of Sodom and the fields of Gomorrah, man, right? Their whole lineage, their whole, that is Trump passed by it, but their whole lineage, their whole lineage is full of iniquity, man. Right, ever since they came into power, every king they had come into power, going all the way back, even with the Romans, with the Caesars, man, it was all wicked, man, killing each other, doing all these wicked things, and these evils been multiplying into the earth forever and ever, right? This root been bringing forth unrighteous fruit forever and ever, wickedness all over. So the Most High say you got to get rid of them, right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs, right? 29. Right, it says, 29:16, and it says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgressor increases, right? So when that root being left, that wicked being multiplied, right, transgression increases, right? They continue to bring wickedness upon earth. It's getting wicked as you see it. They're allowing more and more wickedness, right? They're allowing all this shit, right? You know, they're pushing all the wrong agendas that's gonna keep the nation, that's gonna keep people in the mindset of Babylon, and keep people caught up in the ways of this world, right? It's stumbling blocks, right? That's why when the elders be saying we be saying, elders of the other country, they sell out. Why? Because they give it to the ways of Esau, Edom. They give it to it for money. So what they don't do? They don't teach the righteous name. They don't do the righteous work. They don't do the righteous thing. How about y'all said to be done? Right, because why they give into that wickedness, man? Right, he said when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases, but the righteous shall see their fall. And we seeing that happen today, man. We seeing that happen. We seeing the fall of Esau Edom kingdom right now today, right? That's why we prophesying against it, man. Right? We seeing them go downhill. We seeing it all fall, right? And we happy that it fall. We happy that it's falling, man, because we ready to get out of this place. We ready for the Most High to come destroy this place, man. Right? Like right here, we witnessed the falling apart of this building before it actually be destroyed, man. We seen them fall, waiting on y'all to come destroy this place, man. Right? Because it ain't. It's like I was watching earlier. I was talking about this, man. People think we living now. We not living, man. Right? We getting out here. We surviving day by day. Right? This is the Most High tell us to. He said take no thought for tomorrow. Right? But at the same time, we survive day by day. Right? This ain't no life to live down here. Yeah, you have, like the other was saying in the video, yeah, you got, you can enjoy sin for a season, but we under these curses, man. We'll never be able to get these curses off of us, right? We'll never be able to get these curses off of us. So until we get in that kingdom of righteousness, man, our people are going to be caught up in the ways of this wickedness. So the Most High got to get rid of the wicked, right? And think about Israel. All Israel will be saved, right? But for Esau, Most High say he going to leave them neither root nor branch, man, right? See, Israel will be saved through that righteous lineage. That's why they're gonna be born again. Through the elect seed, right? You know, the elect is the righteous man who pushed the righteousness of Yahweh Shah. Even though we're not perfect in these bodies, we're gonna be perfect when we get in our spiritual body, in that regeneration, when we change, right? While we down here in these fleshly bodies, right? We strive and we push it, right? Push it through perfection, through what? Through our sufferings, facing these things, not giving in to the wicked. Understand that we walking on in light, because the Most High said they walk on in darkness, right? Let's go to that. Psalms 82, right? 82 and 5. It says, they know not, neither will they understand, because they'll never know or understand anything. The true knowledge get to Yahweh Shah, right? You know, they know a little bit, right? But they don't know the true knowledge, the true understanding to get to Yahweh Shah, right? Because that's what that evil spirit was cursed with even back then. He said, you know, the curse shall be on our belly, meaning Lord of Lord, because Esau's Lord of Lord. And he said, and dust shall thou eat her, meaning what? And dust is confusion, man. They're gonna always be confused, right? You know, it says, they know not, evil, they understand not. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course, man, right? Because they walk on in darkness, and they pushing all these wicked agendas that's going out. So the people who fall after them, what they doing? They walking out of course, man. That's why the Most High gonna bring. He gonna exalt judgment on all of them, right? But Esau, you know, they got a big judgment coming for them. Nothing they can't get rid of. That's why in these last days they're being exposed, man. The Most High exposing them, and the people who don't see it, guess what? You gonna get caught up in it. You know, it's like somebody telling you, "Hey, I smell smoke," and you just keep ignoring it, and you keep ignoring it, right? And that's the thing, you know, you look back. The house on fire, but it's the house on fire with an inch of the door. So now you stuck in the house, but you never paid attention to the signs of the things that people was telling you. And that's those prophets and teachers that's assimilating in the truth. We telling you, hey, depart, get away from these people, get out of these people, man. Right? So now when that fire, that destruction comes, ain't no turning back, man. You caught up in the ways of it. So therefore, guess what? You gonna have to burn. Right? You're gonna have to burn. That's that judgment, man. When you know, it ain't no such thing as no hell, and people are gonna burn for eternity. This is the hell right here. If that pit of fire that America gonna be turned to, meaning what? This place gonna be destroyed. This place gonna be torn down, right? Let's see. This place gonna be torn down, man. Right? I want to get a few on. I'm gonna go to Isaiah 34, but I want to get a few on real fast. Right here, Isaiah 66, right, in verse 15 said, for behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with the fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to rend his anger and with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire, man. So he come with that fire, man, right? He come with that fire, man. You know, Yahweh gonna save the elect, right? And he gonna bring judgment on them sinners, man, right? Not only the missiles, but with chariots too, right? He bringing that fire, man. You gotta know. That, you know, that's that pit of fire. That's that hell they try to profess, right? They get that hell from the gun. Let me go to it. I think it's Mark 8. I'm just writing that. Bear with me. Right here. No, wait. Yeah. This is Mark 9. Right? It says, if thy hand offend thee, cut it off, for it's better for you to life mammon than to having two hands to go into hell, into the fire that should never be quenched. You know, and it's talking about, you know, what you mean, like how we that body of how we all one body in Mashiach Yahushua, right? You know, we all that one body in the spirit of Yahushua. So therefore, you know, in your ministry or in your camp, whatever, if you got somebody who's going off or not behaving in an aspect that Yahushua said for us to behave, it's better for you to let that go. It's better for you to cut that person out than to keep that one person. Then, you know, like it says, whether you cut that foot off, right? Whether you if the disease in your foot, it's better you to cut that foot off for the disease to go out to your whole body. So that one guy, if he ain't acting right, it's better for you to let him go than let him spoil the whole body, man. Let him spoil the whole count, right? But the point I want to bring in my notes right here, because I got it's talking about the Gahenia fire, but I got it right here in my notes, right? This hell is referring to Gahenia or Gahenia fire, the valley of Hinnom, south of Jerusalem, where filth and dead animals of the city were cast out and burned, a fit symbol of the wicked and their future destruction. That's where they get that hell from, but that hell's gonna be right here. The Most High gonna come with those chariots, missiles gonna go out, things that such, and this place gonna be burnt down, man, right? what you gonna go back to Isaiah, right? 34, because I want to get this smoke shot going forever and ever, right? And let me see what I wanna. Yeah, so I'm gonna start at verse 4, right? Isaiah 34:4. Right? He says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as a leaf fall out the vine, as a falling fig from the tree. Right? What they got them every time I think it's pretty. I can't think of that movie what it's called, but you know how they got the jets and all this shit gonna be shot down, all this stuff gonna be destroyed, man, right? You know, and the scroll, that's the nuclear missiles, man, right? It says all the hosts of heaven shall be, talking about Esau military gonna be destroyed in the heaven. That scroll cloud, talking about that mushroom cloud, when that bomb hit, you know, the host shall fall. That's their military. You know that mushroom cloud, man. You know that nuclear bomb, man, right? But dang, what's that movie called? It's like if it come out to me, I name it. But you know all them jets and all that stuff, man. That stuff gonna be shot down, man. You know how Esau military is with the jets, with the drones, and all that stuff. That stuff gonna be shot down, man. Right? That stuff gonna be destroyed, right? And these missiles IBM missiles gonna hit, nuclear bombs gonna hit. This place gonna be up in flames and fire, man. Right? And you got World War III as well, right? It's gonna be catastrophic, man. It's gonna be catastrophic, right? It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, right? Idumea is what? The Greek way to say Edom, right? Got it right here in my notes, right? It says, and upon the people of my curse to judgment, right? It said, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood and made fat with fatness. And the blood of the lambs and the goats with the fat of the kidneys around. For the Lord Yahweh have sacrificed in Bozorah and in the great slaughter in the land of Idumea, right? And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust shall be made fat with the fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, for the Lord Yahweh vengeance, in the year recompense for the controversy of Zion. Zion is another word for Israel, right? For all the things they've done to our people. All the wickedness out there they done, you know, it's gonna be recompense, man. It's gonna be brought right back. It's gonna be brought right back upon their head, man. Right? Scriptures tell it, right? It's righteous to the Most High that He troubled them that troubled you, right? And you know, in Psalms 83, name Allah enemy, but it start with Esau Edom, man, right? It says, and the streams thereof shall be turned into a pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become a burning pitch. Meaning what? America gonna burn, man. Ain't talking about no hell. Ain't talking about no place you gonna burn. No, this place right here gonna be on fire. It's gonna be done away with, man. Right? Which we read to right here. It says, it shall not be quenched night or day. Right? Meaning what? They ain't gonna be able to put it out. You know how when you thirsty, you quench your thirst, you drink some water. They ain't gonna be able to put this out. It shall not be quenched, man. Right? This fire gonna go on. Right? It said, the smoke thereof shall go on forever. From generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. Meaning what? You know, meaning that this place is gonna be, it's gonna be fire burn forever. No, meaning what? This place is gonna become desolate, man. Ain't gonna be no passing through. Ain't gonna be no habitation thereof. None of it. You see how you see on the movies where every time like a war or something going into place, not this done, right? It's like a little musical playing, and you just see a bird fly through because all the destruction thing going, nah, right? Smoke going forever. Everything gonna be no habitation here. This place gonna be done away with. Never, it's ain't gonna leave neither root nor branch, man. Once I go and exalt His judgment here, He gonna bring that place. He gonna burn this place down, right? All of it gonna be destroyed, right? Matter of fact, I go back to the book of Malachi 1, and I'm joining out verse 4, right? It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build desolate places. This saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people whom the Lord Yahweh had indignation forever. And that's that righteous anger, man. So the Most High gonna lead them neither root nor branch. They're gonna be done away with. He not playing with them, man. Because now in the time they being exposed, He finna bring that recompense right upon their head, right? Because let's see. Because they run around here boastful and prideful and think nothing going to happen to them, right? I think Psalms 50:21, you know, it said, you know, Most High says, I kept my silence, right? They think that I'm one of them, right? So they think that the Most High on their side, which he working them through His left hand spirit, but He finna come back and destroy their ass, man. He finna come back and bring that judgment on their ass because they think they gods. They try to exalt themselves about anything that is called God, man, right? Isaiah 28, right? Verse 2, right? It says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, said the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, and I sit in the seat of God, because Most High put them in that power seat right now, and they think that none gonna come out that. I think the elders brought up Isaiah 47, right? Because they think that none beside them, they think nobody else coming in rulership, man. Psalms 49:11, right? They think that rulership gonna go on forever and ever. They sit in that power seat, think nothing gonna happen to them, right? He says, I am God. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. The seas is the people, right? It says, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thy heart as the heart of God. And that's what they try to do. They think they more than what they is. But as Chris said, a man think himself to be something is nothing. Esau don't think they think they more than what they is. So the Most High gonna come show them what's really going on, right? He said, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten the riches, right? And has gotten gold and silver in thy treasure, right? Because they craft and cunning, man. They know how to get these things. They know how to trick the people. Look how they came over here tricking Gad. Look how they came over here tricking the people. They know how to trick and entice people, right? Talking about America, every nation that takes you over, they want to put you in slavery and take your land and your resources, right? And whatever's on that land. We were talking about the top banking family, the Rothschild, Rockefellers, Oppenheimers, man. They got these riches, man, right? They got these riches. But Ecclesiastes 10:8, the book of Sirach 10:8 tells us what? Riches got by deceit, right? Therefore, this land shall be translated to another people, which is who? The Hebrew Israelites, man. This place going to be destroyed, brought down, and guess what? After this place destroyed and brought down after World War III come, and Yahushua and the angels fill the sky with chariots, right? And all them, and he come back and he gonna be destroying them, getting on them, right? And the ones who run and hide into them dungeons, to them pits, things that such, they ain't gonna be to hide from the Lord, right? We're gonna bring them on out. We're gonna bring them on out, right? And they're gonna be tied up. They're gonna be thrown into slavery. And after they dump their slavery, guess what? We're gonna leave me the root or branch, right? So let's go to that, right? After we tie them up and throw them into slavery, right? Let's see. We get straight to the point. After we tie up and throw them in slavery, right? Obadiah 1:18, right? It says, "In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble." What we just read about Malachi 4:1, man? Right? So the wicked shall be a stubble, right? It says, "And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall be not any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it," man. Right? Why, man? Because he leaving neither root nor branch, man. He getting rid of the wicked. When the wicked in rulership, the people mourn, and wickedness go out into the earth, right? So he got to get rid of the wicked, and that's why this kingdom to come is the kingdom of righteousness, man. Right? It's the kingdom of righteousness, right? Two quick precepts real fast. Let's see, Proverbs 29:2, right? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, because they stroke the people in a continual wrath. They smoke the people with a continual wrath, man. They in a continuous stroke of wrath, man. They don't do that, make it hard and make it hell out here for these people. Therefore, the Most High got to get those wicked people out of rulership. Isaiah 14 said they are brought down to the graves, man. They're brought down to the pit. They're gonna be brought down. They're gonna go from riches to rags, man. They're gonna be. It's over with for them, right? This place right here where they live deliciously, they live so pridefully. Most High gonna come destroy this place, and they don't know what's going on, right? Let's go to 1 Peter 4, and actually not 4, might be. Come on now. So I can bear with me. All right. Second Peter 3, and we'll start at verse 10, right? It said, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and with the heavens shall pass away with a great noise," right? That's the destruction, that's that war, some bombs going off, right? He said, "And the elements shall melt with fervor and heat. The earth also and the works that are in shall be burned up," right? Yahweh Shai coming back. The heavens shall pass, those nuclear missiles bringing World War III. Only parts of the earth will be involved. That noise of the war is the bombs going off. When I said, that should be that noise, the bombs going off. I want to hit one more thing right here. Not the whole parts of the earth, right? Meaning what? Is this America? I remember I was watching a lesson a little while ago. I forgot what part he said, but some of these parts of the earth, these lands are the tribes, are our people's land, right? So therefore, the destruction gonna be right here in America, right, and over there in Israel, right? Because why? Our strangers devour our land, right? They're taking over our homeland. So therefore, the Most High gonna destroy them as well, and we're gonna build it. We're gonna build it back up in righteousness, right? In this place as well. But you got other parts of the earth that's our people. That's the Hebrew Israelites land. I forgot what parts it was what tribes he was saying, but Lord willing, it was at a camp he was talking about it. Lord willing, I come across that video again on YouTube and be able to go on that more. Lord willing, as I study more on it, right? It says, seeing then that all things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye be, all holiness, conversation, and God, all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord, the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens shall be on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervor and heat. Nevertheless, we according to his promise, who is that? Hebrew Israelites, right? Through the children of the promise, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwell in righteousness, man, right? Because this new heaven, new earth that's coming is going to be a new kingdom of righteousness, man. Because the wicked going to be done away with, man. You leave neither root nor branch. We getting rid of that shit. That's why when we get into the kingdom, right? And that's why these bugged out people talking about we're in that second covenant. We're not, man. We're not. That's you playing with the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai. You saying like the video I watched earlier what the brother was saying, you basically saying that, we're fucked. You basically saying Yahweh Shai already came and ain't no deliverance for us. When we get to that second covenant, we're gonna be back in rulership, man. We're gonna be made pure. Right, the laws, commandments gonna be written in our hearts and mind. Ain't gonna be no more sin. Right, we getting rid of the wickedness, man. This place is coming with the righteous. The wicked ain't gonna rule no more. They gonna be out. They ass gonna be extinct, man. And all the other nations gonna, Isaiah chapter 2. All the other nations gonna come. They gonna cleave into the house of Jacob, as the scripture said. Right, and they gonna follow the ways that Yahweh set for us to follow. The laws gonna be instituted out into the whole world, man. Everybody gonna know the ways of Yahweh. Right? And like once again, as we read Obadiah, that Esau gonna be like stubble. Because after they done with slavery, we're gonna tie them up, they're gonna be done away with. Get rid of that wickedness. So let me see if I had one more quick precept. Let me see. I ain't really got another quick precept. It really kind of proved the point. I was thinking if I want to hit one more precept going into Esau destruction. On the Most High getting rid of that wicked. But by the fact, one day it hit me in the spirit real fast. 2nd Esdras 6, right? And 3 verse 9, right? He says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of their father, man. So the Most High get rid of that wickedness, man. We coming into rulership, and we gonna rule in righteousness, man. But the wicked, as he said, man, leave neither root nor branch, man. Right? They're gonna be made bare. They're gonna be done away with. When the Most High come to destroy, he ain't leaving nothing. He ain't leaving nothing unturned. He coming to destroy all the way. He coming to get rid of all this shit. Right? Therefore, if you caught up in the ways of this shit, you're gonna be caught up in that righteous anger too. Right? So therefore, depart and return back to Yahweh Shai. With that being said, right, we write this lesson up, and I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shout out to the whole flesh. Start with the 144,000. Shalom.